Today I'm going to be trading Patrick Mahomes to the Washington Commanders to see if he can win them a Super Bowl. So as you guys can see, my boy Patrick Mahomes is on the Washington Commanders. And I mean, as you can see, this is clearly a downgrade from my boy Mahomes. I mean, we have McLaurin and Samuel to work with, but this O-line actually might be the worst O-line in the whole entire league right now. But on the other hand, the Commanders do have a pretty solid defense, so hopefully that makes up for the trash O-line. But I mean, at the same time, after seeing that O-line, I already know Mahomes is going to be getting absolutely pummeled this season. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs. And I mean, honestly, considering we have Patrick Mahomes on this team, I feel like we have a decent chance at making it to the playoffs, even though our O-line is terrible. And as you can see, it looks like Mahomes worked his magic because we went 15-2 to win the division, which is also going to give us the #1 seed in the playoffs. But anyways, we got to take on Jalen Hurts and the Eagles in the divisional round. They're 11-6, and I mean, this is definitely not going to be an easy game. We all know what Jalen Hurts is capable of, but it looks like we're going to sneak away with a 1-point win over the Eagles. So now we play the Niners for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, I still can't believe we beat the Eagles by 1 point, but things are not getting any easier for us. If anything, the Niners defense might be even more difficult to play against, but we're gonna find Samuel for a massive first down. I mean, other than the Bengals though, I feel like the Commanders might have one of the most stacked wide receiver lineups in the league. I mean, we got Dotson, Samuel, and McLaurin to work with. So I mean, minus the fact that we don't really have a tight end, Patrick Mahomes has more weapons to work with on this team than he did on the Chiefs. I totally could have hit A there, but we're going on the run, and we're gonna get the first down. I don't want to risk throwing an interception in the red zone, though, because as I said, I mean, the Niners defense is absolutely stacked, so I'm just gonna go on the run here. We're gonna get a block. We're not quite gonna get a first down, though. I'm gonna go for Samuel this time. I mean, last time I ran this play, it worked out for us. That's kind of dangerous. We're going on the run. Come on. Come on. Give me some blocks. Give me some blocks. We're gonna barely sneak in with Mahomes. Honestly thought we were gonna get stopped at the 1-yard line, but I'll take it. So the Commanders are gonna take the lead first here, but now it's time to sim. And I mean, we all know this. I've already said this twice. The Niners are absolutely stacked, so this could go either way. As you can see though, we have a really tight game in the fourth quarter, but we're gonna score again, so that's looking like it's gonna put the game away. I don't know if I'd call this an upset because I mean, we have Patrick Mahomes, but we're gonna take down the Niners, which is gonna send Patrick Mahomes and the Commanders to the Super Bowl in year #1. I mean, I was hoping we would have done good enough to win MVP this season, but we're gonna get robbed by Joe Burrow. We finished second place in the votings, but I mean, as you can see by our boy's stats, I mean, 41 touchdowns for only 1 interception. I feel like we definitely got robbed, but I mean, it looks like we got to play our biggest op in the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow, so I'm really hoping that he doesn't rob us of an MVP and a Super Bowl in the same season, because that would really suck. I mean, the Bengals did end up scoring first, so things are already not looking good for us. But anyways, I'm gonna try this play of Curtis Samuel again. I mean, it worked pretty much every time I ran it last time. I feel like it's one of those plays in this game that's just absolutely broken, and that's gonna be a massive pickup for a first down. Once again though, I mean, I'm just gonna go on the run here because I really don't feel like risking throwing an interception. I mean, we're already down 7-0. I don't think we can afford to go down 14-0 right now. We're gonna avoid the tackle, and we're gonna sneak in for the touchdown. So 2 plays into the drive, and we've already tied the game up. But anyways, it's time for the moment of truth. We're gonna sim to the end of this game, and hopefully Patrick Mahomes can clutch up and get us a Super Bowl in year #1. I mean, we're down by 10 points in the fourth quarter, and they're gonna score again. So unfortunately, it's looking like that's probably gonna put the game away. So we had a really good run. That was a great year to start off this video, but the Bengals are gonna beat us out in the Super Bowl. I gotta say, man, I mean, I am absolutely butthurt after that. Joe Burrow stole MVP and Super Bowl from us in the same season. I mean, I'm hoping we can see him in the Super Bowl in a couple years so I can get my revenge. But as you can see, Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy to end off year #1. That's going to bring us to the off season. I mean, Mahomes did go off last season. He only threw 1 interception, but I still want to tighten up the O-line. But I mean, this free agency class definitely is not O-line friendly. So we went ahead and made some trades. We got Landon Dickerson from the Eagles. I mean, it was a lot of draft picks to get him, but most of them are late round picks, so it doesn't really matter to me. We also took Linderbaum from the Ravens for a second-round pick. We also picked up Hunter Henry in free agency, so we finally got ourselves a tight end, which was much needed. So as you can see, heading into year number 2, I mean, this O-line has definitely improved from last year. So once again, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs, and I mean, hopefully we can make another run at the Lombardi Trophy this year. I mean, as you can see, we kind of shit the bed this season, but we still made the playoffs. We played the Falcons in the wildcard round, but unfortunately, that's as far as we're gonna get, because we're gonna end up losing by 3 points, so we're done. I mean, I'm happy we made it to the playoffs, but I think it's safe to say that that is a season we can just forget about. Anyways, it looks like Lamar Jackson's gonna end up winning MVP this season. Mahomes had another pretty decent year with 32 touchdowns for only 3 interceptions. But I mean, that is nowhere near as good as he played last season. And it looks like the Ravens are gonna beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl. So Lamar Jackson finally got himself a ring and he won MVP. So he's kind of cleaning up this year. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 3. After re-signing all the players that needed to be re-signed, we kind of ran out of money. But on the bright side, I mean, we have an 87 overall offense and an 84 overall defense. So I'd say this team is definitely still in good hands, but once again, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs, and hopefully we can actually make another deep playoff run this year, because last season it was not good. As you can see, it looks like we had a bit of a comeback this year, going 12-5, but the Eagles ended up winning the division. We still made the playoffs, and we played the Vikings in the wildcard round, and as you can see, we're going to sneak away with the win. So now we play the Falcons in the divisional round, and we're also going to take down the Falcons by 3 points. So now we play the number 1 seed Eagles for a trip to the Super Bowl. So I mean, as I said, last season was definitely one of those years we can just put behind us and pretend like it never happened. But I mean, we're back in the NFC Championship game. So if we win this, we're going back to the Super Bowl. Curtis Samuel's out for this game. I'm pretty sure he's back for the Super Bowl, but he might be out for the rest of the season. I can't really remember what injury he had. So we're going for Dotson here, and that's going to be a big pickup. Can't juke around him, though. We're going to get caught. I mean, as I already said, I feel like the Commanders have one of the best wide receiver rooms in the NFL. So even though we don't have Samuel, we have a lot of weapons to work with. This might be a touchdown. Hold on. Let's go. We're going to find the end zone with McLaurin. That was a really good play. I mean, we hit McLaurin, and then downfield was just wide open to the end zone. So we're gonna take the lead here, but now it's time to sim. And I mean, the Eagles are another one of those teams that are not easy to play, so this could go either way. I mean, as you can see, we have a 1-score game in the 4th quarter, and we got the ball back to tie it. So as you can see, we're in overtime, but the Eagles are gonna score a touchdown off of an interception that our boy Mahomes threw. So we're gonna be getting knocked out in the NFC Championship. Come on, bro. I can't believe Mahomes threw an interception. This guy's usually clutch. But anyways, once again, it looks like Lamar Jackson's gonna win another MVP here. We came 2nd place in the voting, so we did all right. But I mean, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised Mahomes hasn't won an MVP yet. I mean, we threw for 42 touchdowns for only 4 interceptions. Once again, I feel like we kind of got robbed this season. But as you can see, it looks like the Eagles are gonna absolutely obliterate the Steelers in the Super Bowl. I might be wrong, but I feel like that's probably the biggest win margin in Super Bowl history. Oh my god, this is gonna be a rough year. We are $37 million in the negative because we had to franchise tag Terry McLaurin, so we are gonna be losing quite a few top tier players this year. I mean, as you can see, coming into year number 4, the offense is still looking pretty good, but on the other hand, I mean, the defense clearly took a massive hit, but they're still pretty good. I mean, I'm thinking we're not gonna have the best season in the world, but we're still looking good enough to make the playoffs. And I mean, we have Patrick Mahomes, so anything is possible. But as you can see, we're gonna go 10-7, which does put us in the playoffs. We play the Packers in the wild card round, and it looks like we're gonna take down the Packers with a 1-score win. So now we play the Rams, and we also managed to take down the Rams. So now we play the Falcons for a trip to the Super Bowl. I honestly didn't expect to make it this far after losing all those players in the offseason, but as I said, I mean, when you have Patrick Mahomes on your team, anything is possible. McLaurin is, oh my god, we have a lot of open field. That's gonna be a massive play. I mean, we kind of fell off after getting the first down there, so it's 3rd down. I really need someone to get open for me so I can get a first. Oh, we're gonna have to go on the run. Give me some blocks. Hold on. That's actually gonna work out. That's a massive pickup. 16 yards to go. Seems like our boy Patty Mahomes is getting things done right now. I'm hoping that Dotson can get open here, because if this play works, it should be a touchdown. Oh, that's going to be really close. He's open, and we're going to find him in the end zone for the touchdown. So just like that, the Washington Commanders are going to take the lead first here, but we're going to sim. I mean, I don't know how this game's going to end. Last year in Madden 23, EA loved the Falcons. I'm not sure how they feel about them this year. I mean, we have the lead in the fourth quarter, but it's a close game. I'm hoping we can score here. I don't think that's going to salt the game away yet, but we're going to get an interception on defense. So we're going to take down the Falcons, which is going to send Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs to the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 seasons. Remember how earlier in this video, I was saying how I'd love to play Joe Burrow again so I can get our revenge? Well, anyways, we play Joe Burrow again, so hopefully this can be our year. I mean, this guy won MVP. Last time he won MVP, he also won the Super Bowl. But once again, our boy Patrick Mahomes had another pretty good season with 37 touchdowns for only 3 interceptions. We need to get off to a good start here, though, because, I mean, obviously making it to the Super Bowl is not easy, so this could very well be the last time we make it this far. So I gotta make sure that our boy Mahomes takes full advantage of this opportunity, and hopefully we can actually get the job done here. McLaurin's open, which is gonna give us a first down, but I'm gonna go back to this play of Dotson because I feel like it's another one of those plays that's broken. I mean, it has like a 95% success rate, and it looks like it's gonna work again for a massive first down. The juke's not gonna get us too far, though. We're gonna get caught at the 29. I don't want to risk throwing an interception in the red zone, though, so I'm gonna go on the run with Rodriguez, and hopefully this can give us a first. Oh, that's gonna be tight. We're not. Oh, the juke got us past him. I mean, either way, that didn't give us a first down, but that's definitely gonna help out. I'm going back to this play with McLaurin because, again, this is another one of those plays that I feel like it's just broken. It works like 95% of the time, and it's gonna work again. So one more solid play and we should be in the end zone. I mean, McLaurin has been getting things done, so I'm just gonna give the ball to him again as long as he can get open here, which he will, and he's gonna sneak in for the touchdown. So we're gonna take the lead first here, but I mean, it's time for the moment of truth. I am not prepared to lose 2 Super Bowls to Joe Burrow, so we better get the job done here. Once again, we have a very close game in the fourth quarter. It's kind of been back and forth, but the Bengals are gonna get the ball back. Things are not looking too good. I mean, we're gonna need a miracle to win this one, which is not gonna happen. So just as I feared, for the second time this video, we're gonna lose the Super Bowl to our biggest op, Joe Burrow. I mean, I'm starting to realize a trend. Every time this guy wins MVP, he also wins the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that our boy Patty Mahomes has not won an MVP or a Super Bowl yet. I mean, I feel like that's kind of broken. But as you can see, it looks like Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to be hoisting another Lombardi trophy here in year 4. But anyways, that's going to bring us to another offseason. I'd like to sign some more players to help this team out, but we're poor again. So I mean, once again, this team really hasn't changed, but that's going to bring us to year number 5, which is going to be the final season of this video. I mean, again, an 85 overall offense and an 85 overall defense. We're looking solid, but we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs for the final time. And hopefully we can make one last run at the Lombardi trophy this year. As you can see, we went 12-5, which doesn't win the division, but it does put us in the playoffs. We played the Cardinals in the wild card round, but apparently Kyler Murray is going to be too much for us to handle, so that's going to end things off. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that our boy Patty Mahomes couldn't win this team a Super Bowl. As you can see, we did not have our best season. 30 touchdowns for 7 interceptions. I mean, that's not bad, but for Patrick Mahomes, that's not good. And once again, it looks like Lamar Jackson's going to win another MVP this year. And he made it all the way to the Super Bowl, but they're going to end up losing to the Vikings. But anyways, that's going to end things off. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. If you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, you might as well comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.